Wait.
It's the three balls in. PJ's dropping topics at the combo begin. They balls on the tap, breaking down the play. Logan's never played with full out a lot, but we're talking Jewball legend. The say our leader, and we're not a call. The wizard with the magic ready to flow. I'm the captain, we not afraid. Who needs in the kitchen cooking for me? Bringing flavor to the game, never tasting defeat. Yeah, we're on the trash, but we love to remind you things the future. But he's still a school, great the MVP. Always bringing the heat, big heat, the hugs, let the spirits on repeat. But tune in, don't miss it. We're more than a game in the world of Jewball. We're building our name from the topics to the stats. We got it unlocked. Three balls in, we're welcome to the podcast. It's the three balls in. PJ dropping topics, let the combo begin. Dave was on the stats, breaking down the play. Logan's never played, but still out a lot in a way. We're talking true ball legends. First up the J, a leader around without a cult. The wizard with the magic, ready to bolt. Brought the captain without his prey. Brains in the kitchen, cooking up the meat. Bringing flavor to the game, never tasted defeat. Yeah, we're on the stretch, but we love to remind him in the future, but he's still a scoop. Break the MVP, always bringing the heat. Big E, the hugs, the spirits of repeat. So tune in, don't miss it. We're more than a game. In the world of Jewball, we're building a.
And this is TBI, three balls in alongside Davo and Logan. This is PJ's. This is the live award show episode. I know the episode you've all been waiting for, the episode you've been hoping would happen, but here we are. We are all live, ready to go. And it's good to be here. Davo, you excited about the awards as Logan is trying to play around with the camera that he doesn't need to play around with because we're live and we don't need to see that. We are all good to go. And Davo, excited for the awards tonight?
Yeah, I'm actually really excited right now to see Logan play with things. It's going to be a big theme this weekend, and I'm always excited to see Logan play.
Anyways, it is so good to be here. Logan, you excited for the awards tonight?
Yeah, thank you for hosting.
Well, let's jump right into what really matters, and that is last week's Vets versus Rooks game, the championship game, a game in which we all predicted Vets would win, and of course, we were all three balls out because we were wrong. Wrong. I said 4-1. I think that actually inspired Stats to play. He came over to me. It's like, thanks for rooting against us. I was going to maybe be out, but I was in because you called a blowout. I said, well, that was stupid on my part.
Well, we got the blowout part right.
Oh, that's true. 3-0 defeat. I think there was, Davo, 3 receptions the whole game on offense?
4. But, yeah, it was bad. It looked like, I know you said that the Rooks wouldn't be able to score even with Tom Brady, but looks like the Vets really could have used Tom Brady. Yeah, we played pretty crappy on offense. Defense eventually broke down. You have to hand it to
Wait, stop. Davo. Defense, stalwart. Almost 2 pick sixes, by the way. But almost a pick six down the sideline. Who got your flag? Levenger?
Yeah.
That was crazy. I mean, that guy can move. But your defense was unbelievable. Grabbing flags over the place, really just playing hard. Steve-O, MK, just unbelievable play. Sorry, you were saying.
It was rough, and you have to give it to the Rooks. I think that's 4 in a row for the Rooks now.
Yeah.
Seniors looks like
we're still eating Doma from 4 years ago, and we're still having that hangover.
Listen, I will say this: we got closer than the Jets ever did. So, the Jets did. They won one, but in recent memory,
that's true. I mean, listen, we got to the chip. That's all that really matters. At least we're not your own.
Definitely not all that matters. Usually, winning matters.
Your own. I mean, this year it's not the case, but he always gets to the chip.
Always gets to the chip.
Hasn't made the playoffs.
Didn't make the playoffs this year.
Yeah, I know.
As I'm saying, always get. Anyway, he had gotten to the chip. Listen, let's just call it. Your own is a clean-shaven narcissist who can't win a Jewball. Just call it what it is.
That's
what it is?
How I would call it. I think your own's a great guy, and
this
comeback season is coming.
This is the beauty of a live show. Nothing gets edited out.
Oh, this is
just going to be pure and uncut. Very similar to Prime.
If John Cena can turn heel, then PJs can turn heel as well. Hustle, loyalty, and respect all out the window, because when it comes down to it, we all are bad guys. Let's do it. Let's jump into it.
Am I a bad guy?
Sure. We're all bad guys. All right, let's talk about this week's exciting game, playoffs. Playoffs.
games.
Playoffs. Davo, let's get to your game last,
I love that idea.
right?
Yeah.
Let's jump into Carnivores versus the
Reapers.
Reapers, the number one seeded Reapers, who almost went undefeated this season. Logan, break it down the way you do it.
All right. So as everyone, we've done this for long enough, so I don't really need to introduce it. So looking at the two quarterbacks, you've got Fight versus Gronk. Fight in 7 games. Don't worry. The Czar said he could play, so there's some
He got it.
there's some non-stat games in there.
He got his 10 games in. He's good.
So, but in 7 stat games, he had 18 touchdowns, 18 interceptions. So he averaged 1 interception for every touchdown he threw, and he averaged 2.5 or so TDs and interceptions per game. Gronk is the other quarterback. He had 11 games this season. He threw 36 touchdowns and 18 interceptions, so 2 touchdowns for every interception he threw. He averaged 3.3 touchdowns a game and 1.6 interceptions a game. Gronk's got better stats, plus he's got elite defense, plus he's actually led a team to a championship in the playoffs before, so here I give the advantage to the Carnivores. When you look at the line, you've got
Open Solo.
ridiculous Open Solo and Sharman versus Kuti, Tom, Walls, and TBD. I think we can all agree. Once I said Open and Solo, it was enough said. So advantage Reapers here.
Yep.
Then when you look at the wide receivers and the corners, so the Reapers have Mighty, Goldberg, Ross, and Wizard. The Carnivores have Zinn, Stella, Dobbs, and potentially Sheriff. He's battling an injury. I don't know.
Yeah.
From what I hear, he's not going to play, but
I think it's 50,
again,
it's 50,
you're right,
50,
50-50.
right. Yeah.
So this one's super tight, but
Usually how
a
it
couple
goes.
of factors that I have here. Mighty's having another dominant season. Zinn, while he's still having an amazing season, it's a sub-Zinn level
Well,
season.
can we be fair there and say he's battling an injury himself? Like he got hurt pretty badly, and
I don't know if that's fair, but sure.
well, I mean, if you're one of the best players in Jewball, you have your first significant injury, and you're still,
Yeah.
getting yourself back to it.
Yeah.
you know.
I agree. Yeah. So there may be reasons why he's not having his Zinn level season. I'll give that. He's injured. But
Sure.
again, so Mighty having a Mighty season, Zinn not having a Zinn season. Sheriff either not playing or not playing at 100%.
Right.
And the depth of the Reapers. I have the advantage to the Reapers here. And I actually see this as a really tight game, but a high scoring game. I think both quarterbacks can put up numbers. I do think that Fight will turn the ball over. For any of you guys on the betting line, 1.5 picks, I'd take the over. But I do think he does enough to win the game. I've got Reapers winning at 5-4.
Wow. Davo, like we always do. Let's break it down.
Well, Logan's more of the overall picture guy, looking guy. So I'm going to give a few stats to break it down.
Love
PJs,
stats.
try not to laugh so much when I give stats now. Let's take a look at the Reaper side
Well, now that you
first.
said it, I feel like I have to laugh. All right, keep going. Sorry.
So we already seen a one head-to-head matchup between these guys. In the matchup, Fight threw for 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, rush for 1. Gronk threw 1 touchdown and 3 picks. In that game, Solo and Open each had 3 sacks. Interestingly enough, Zinn in that game, and it was the only game all season that he was held to not 1 single stat.
Wow.
Which is a little surprising because you look at this guy's stat sheet, it's pretty filled. Even on a subpar Zinn season, you're talking about still a top MVP candidate, and he was held without a stat.
Can't make that up.
You can try.
But there's an interesting game that we also have to look at is that Gronk also played QB for the Ducks.
Ooh.
And in that game, it was the Reapers' only loss of the season. Gronk threw 4 touchdowns and 1 interception. Fight threw for 1 touchdown to 5 interceptions. In that game, Solo had 2 sacks, Open had 4 sacks. So if we're gonna go to the betting line, Fight has been averaging 2.5 interceptions per league game. So we know that 3 things are gonna happen for the Reapers. Fight's gonna throw picks, Solo and Open are gonna get sacks, and Mighty has scored a touchdown every single game. So Mighty's gonna get a touchdown. So betting line is 1.
Interesting parlay right there, right?
Listen, hey,
Fight throws a pick, Solo and Open both get a sack, and Mighty scores a touchdown. I wonder what the odds on that one are.
you're probably getting like plus 130 because it's basically
It's
gonna
guaranteed.
happen. Yeah. I see this as a a game that for the carnivores to be in it, Gronk has to play like the better version of Gronk, and Zin needs to be unbelievable because
Yeah.
I think they're battling from behind because of the line battle. Solo and open, you're talking about the best line
Yeah.
in the league, potentially one of the best lines ever assembled in Jewball. I see it as a little bit of a different score. If we go Logan's scoring style, I'll probably say about 4-2. If we're going to put that into terms, we'll probably go like 26-15
For the Reapers.
for the Reapers.
Wow.
But I hope I could be wrong.
Oh, well, 50-50 chance there, right?
I usually am. So after last week, who knows?
Well, listen, as much as I love the team that Steve-O assembled, because let's be honest, draft night, I ripped his drafting. I really did. I thought
You reaped him.
I probably did more than that, and I apologize. But I will say that he's not going to be happy tonight with me either, because I'm not picking the Reapers this Sunday. Call it my love for Gronk, call it my appreciation for the Carnivores. I do think while they were a 500 team in the regular season, they never really got a chance to show what they really were. They played their first like 5 games before anybody even played a game. Well, I guess that doesn't really make much sense, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Um,
That would have been something that you edited out.
Probably, but yeah, I think get the
You
point.
guys heard it here first. Carnivore
they
played
played
a game before
five-
anyone else
They
played a
played
game.
5
That's
games.
1-5.
They played 5 games before anybody played. Probably
Talk about playing
2
with
games.
yourself.
So carnivores, to my personal opinion, they're gonna have a hard time blocking solo and open. Like it's not even a debate there.
That
They're gonna have a hard
makes me hurt
time.
also.
But I think that's the part where I think Gronk is so good in the pocket and his presence. And again, if he can get him a few seconds to get the ball out quickly to Zin, as good as Mighty is, Zin has one advantage over Mighty, and that's height. As great,
I was going to say hair.
well, but
Speed,
but I think that's the big thing. I don't think the Reapers have that shutdown guy on Zin that like an Ice, or even a Sheriff, right? I think Sheriff can can go up against Zin. So for me, I think it's just Gronk is so good in these games. These are the type of games where Gronk excels. I like to see Fight do well because I think a good fight quarterback is important for Jewball. I think again, anytime a quarterback can make a run and do well, I like to see fight go all the way and take the Reapers. I just don't see it happening. I think it's actually going to be a 3-2 victory. We'll put it in terms of points, 20-13 victory for the Carnivores. Hard fought game, back and forth, but I think in the end, Zin is just going to be too much, and Gronk at quarterback is just too good. Let's shift over to the other game, which I think is a very evenly matched game, assuming everybody plays, which I think we'll kind of get to that in a moment. But you have the Rubber Duckies, who are the number 2 seed.
3.
The Gorillas are the number 2 seed and Prey, and the Duckies are the number 3 seed. And here you have a matchup. Logan, break it down. QB, line, and receiver.
All right, here we go. Let's dive into it. We have Prey versus Dax. Prey has played a ridiculous number, 37 games this season. He has 115 touchdowns, some rushing, some passing, for an average of 3.11 touchdowns a game. He's only in 37 games, he only threw 35 interceptions. He averages less than 1 pick a game. His TD to interception ratio is 3.29 touchdowns for every interception he throws. Dax only played 14 games this season. He's got 55 combined touchdowns, again, both rushing and passing, for almost an average of 4 touchdowns a game. He threw 17 interceptions in those games for an average of 1.2 interceptions a game. His TD to interception ratio is similar to Prey, 3.24 touchdowns for every interception. Dax has a slightly better TD per game average, but Prey has played in more than double the amount of games than Dax, and the stats for Prey are probably slightly underreported because there are games where he didn't play quarterback, so that 37 is probably a little bit lower, which would increase his TD per game.
Sure.
So because those stats are so close, and they might even be slightly better for Prey on offense, this is like I've said this before. There's a concert between the two of them. Like it's like really really tight. But Prey's defense,
Yeah, that's what I thought also.
Prey's defense is head and shoulders better. So I got to give the advantage to the Gorillas
Definitely not a
here.
kid show after that one.
Moving to the line, we've got for the Gorillas we got Legs and Spira, and for the Rubber Duckies we have DK and BZ. This just in, BZ is playing for them.
Wow.
Legs and DK, I'd say, is a wash. You can call it a 1A, 1B, but essentially a wash there. I'll give the slight leg up to BZ over Spira, so the advantage for the Ducks there. BZ's got slightly better stats, he's younger.
Yeah.
So I'll give the advantage to the Ducks there. Wide receivers corners. So for the Gorillas, we have Ivry, Rook, Zada, and myself. And for the Ducks, we have Ernie, Davos.
Wait, did you say yourself?
I did say myself.
I'm shocked to hear Logan's playing, but
Yeah,
just with
what's
himself.
funny is that I'm not technically eligible to play, but the guy I'm replacing was eligible to play. So therefore, I'm eligible to play. Weird loophole, right?
Gotta love those captains.
We blame them for everything.
Well, I hate the captains.
Rook, what are you
Anyway.
gonna do?
The Ducks have Ernie, Davo, Stats, Sam, potentially Jordan. I don't know. Vague is there. Obviously, just had a baby. Although Goldberg's playing, so Vague, what's your excuse? Anyway, this is a really tight matchup. I think the Gorillas are slightly deeper here, and I think Zada brings an extra spicy edge that the Ducks may not have an answer for. So I'll give a slight advantage to the Gorillas here. I don't have this one as close as the other game. I see Gorillas winning by at least 2 touchdowns, a 4-2, 5-3 victory for the Gorillas.
Love it. Davo.
Well,
We know he's not picking against his team because if he did, he'd probably be kicked off the chat. So let's go.
well, all right.
AKA he'd be mic'd.
Oh no,
gosh.
Mike left on his own terms.
Oh gosh,
Um,
come on, guys, come on. We're
Well, he's not. He doesn't even watch the show anymore. Maybe
It's
he
true.
does. I don't know. Mike, if you watch,
we
Well,
love you.
If we watch,
Come-
we
come-
miss you.
Yeah, come back
don't forget to subscribe. Okay.
and don't take it personally.
So Logan gave you a real breakdown of stats. So I'm going to give you the exact opposite. I'm going to give you an overview. There was 2 matchups between these 2 teams. They games were split. In those games, Dak threw 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown, and he threw 2 touchdowns and 1 interception for a 3-3. Prey in those games threw 4 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. But I want to take just a quick look at the Gorilla side for a second. In 4 out of their 6 games, they were 1-score games.
They were.
Okay. In those 4 games, they went 1-3. One of those losses, one score losses being to the Ducks. What I see here is that in a close game, I'm not sure if the Gorillas will be able to pull through. So that being said, on the Ducks side, it's kind of a new team. Both of these teams are missing a ton of players. Tommy and BK, rest up, heal up. We miss you guys. Veg, Mazel Tov, Steph, Blisco, same thing to you. Heal up. I see this game also as like a 4-2. I'm gonna say like a 25-13. And the Gorillas winning.
It's because you can't pick against Prey.
Wow.
It's
Listen,
so hard.
listen.
Look, he's so good. It's so hard to pick against Prey.
I'm really good at being wrong,
Jeez.
and I picked the Vets to win.
Wow.
So I'm thinking maybe if I pick,
Oh,
the
you're gonna
Gorillas to win,
reverse curse it.
I'm gonna try, and if I do lose, at least I'll win in one way. So
I-
either way, it's a win-win for
I
me.
love that we're alive and Ernie's probably just removed you from the chat. I love it. All right.
No, Ernie's not watching this.
Oh, Ernie's for sure watching this. Come on. I'm gonna take things a little bit further here.
Ernie's a little coy.
I'm gonna take things a little further here, and that is
you're gonna pick Blop. So
Bray has lost 1 time in all league in all-time Jewball playoff history. He's lost to 1 quarterback, and that was Dax. Now I know you'll say to me, "Well, PJs, don't you remember he lost to Aaron a couple of years ago?" Yeah, no, that's not a real loss.
No, I thought you say you don't remember.
No.
He only saw him lose one time.
No, 1 second. Here's the bottom line. That was not a game. That was a quadruple overtime with no real players. It didn't make any sense why they even continued playing. Zero sense there was done. But the point is, in a real Jewball playoff game, he's lost one time to Dax to the championship. Prey doesn't lose in the playoffs. That's all I got to say. He doesn't lose. He's the best big game quarterback, I think, in Jewball. Dax,
He's
stop.
the best big
Stop.
game quarterback.
He's the best big game quarterback in Jewball. You make all your jokes aside about his weight, whatever you want to say there, fat prey.
I mean, Dax is 2-1 in the playoffs.
But I will say this:
Dax they each lost to each other.
Dax
so.
has not won without that Roll Tide team. So just keep in mind, last year he walked off the field in a loss, which didn't make any sense to me. To me, Dax has to prove he can win in the playoffs, and we don't even know what his health is going to be for this weekend, as there's rumors swirling that he's on the bug with the flu. So maybe he could pull out a Jordan flu game.
Didn't he have the flu last year?
Maybe we'll get Gronk also.
That's fair.
So here's my pick. I think it's Gorillas. I think it's Gorillas big. I'm going 5-2.
Nice.
Yes.
So all three of us pick Gorillas. There's no way they.
Bucks are winning.
That's how it is.
All right, let's shift now. Exciting. Listen, playoffs are
Wait, did
exciting.
we also all pick the Reapers?
No.
No. I picked the Carnivores.
Oh.
Well, I am excited.
Right.
I am excited about Jewball playoffs. Nothing is better than Jewball playoffs. Championship game would take place not the Sunday after Perm, the Sunday after that, correct?
No, it's literally a week from Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so Sunday after Perm would
That's
be
right. Another thing that would have
Sunday
been
before Perm.
so
right?
back to
Perm.
Sunday after
Yeah,
Perm.
correct.
The
so
16th.
back to back belly to belly champion. Wait, it should be
Like
done
that.
by the way.
Correct. Yes.
Amazing.
Absolutely. Yes.
All right. Let's shift
Just
now.
be a doubleheader.
Why don't we bring?
Let's shift now into what is, I think, the moment everyone's been waiting for, and that is the awards night ceremony. Bringing in our special co-host, who comes on and does a little side dish, a little big hug of the week. Well, it's time to bring Big E in here because we need Big E to help us bring out the big guns, the big awards in this season for the 24-25 season. The Jewball Award ceremony. Big E, welcome back to TBI.
Wow,
I meant welcome back in terms of welcome back to the show live with us. We're excited.
Group hug, everybody.
We're excited to be here.
I moved over to give you room.
We're excited. We're excited to be here, and we're excited to have you here. But I will say this, Big E.
What?
Before we get into the awards, I want to just say thank you. Thank you for your contributions to TBI, the side dish, and the Big E Hug of the Week that we did for a couple of years. We'd love having you. We'd love making you part of the family here at TBI. And there's nobody who's been a bigger contributor. You're even our sponsor, I think, a couple of years ago. So we love you, Big E.
We've had one sponsor.
Listen.
Listen, you've definitely never been fired before. Also,
I know.
we appreciate it.
But we're happy to have you here.
Is TBI still a thing?
Yes.
Well, this is officially our 8th episode of the season, and we should have at least 1 or 2 more episodes left in us. So.
At least one more.
Okay, let's jump right into the first award.
Why don't we bring? I think we have a guest who maybe another. So Biggie, as you said, is our co-host here, but we have a guest who's going to be joining us right now.
We have a guest coming onto TBI.
I think so.
I'm excited for this.
Is the guest there?
Oh, while we're waiting for the guest to come on, Biggie. Obviously, we have a lot of awards to announce tonight. Anyone oh wait, here we go. Our guest is here.
Oh my goodness.
Totally forgot about this guy.
He's definitely muted, but there he is.
Wow,
Hello,
Salem
hello.
is in the house.
How's it going?
What's up,
Wow, Salem.
Check
So,
out that blur.
as always, looking great.
Good looking Syrian right there.
Same as you. I don't
No,
got
you're
the gun.
Syrian?
I don't got the guns out, but they're here.
Oh, I did not know that you were Syrian. Well, welcome, man. Glad to have you here. And I
Happy
think
to be here.
this is a great time for us to just kick off the award show. Salem, we know you haven't been as present on the field as we would like, but we still think you've got something to add and kind of weigh in on some of the awards. So why don't you, PJ? So you want to
We're
start
going to kick off our first award of the season, voted by your peers. The We Miss You Award goes to none other than our host, our guest here, right here, Mark Salem. You're never forgotten. That's why you're the first awardee of the evening.
Mark?
Welcome, welcome, welcome. That's his name is Mark Salem.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and his
I
last
miss
name is
all you
Salem. It's
guys
not just a
too.
nickname. Congratulations on the We Miss You award.
Thank you. I'm
I feel
honored.
like this should be like the Michael Scott, Dundies award here.
Dundies?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Dundies here. Yeah, the We Miss You, Miss You, Miss You award. Me so miss you.
Salem.
Anyways.
So you've won. This is the first year I think we've done it. The We Miss You award. You're here now. What are the chances we see more of you on the field next season?
Oh, absolutely. The last game, the third game of the season that I went to, I was going for one of those flag grabs and I messed up my entire hand. And we know how those work. And I don't know if it was a tear or a break, but I still feel it. So couldn't get back on the field for that reason. And I like it, man. I've been going to the gym and stuff, so it's not about like being a lazy ass or not being fit. So I'm ready to come back, do the barbecues. I love those bowls, the Jesus Bowl and all those. Those are fun. I miss you guys.
Well,
We miss you.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Apparently.
Davo,
not
enough
just
to,
us.
enough to create an award for it.
Logan and Davo like a good bowl too. So
I'm just
Yeah.
happy that it wasn't forgotten. That's all.
Never forgotten. Never forgotten.
And here I was thinking that you guys put me on the show because I didn't watch any content all season. So perfect for
Well,
TBI.
look.
Well, you missed 22 episodes apparently.
Well, we did add you because anytime we add someone, we do get extra views, so that is helpful. Don't get me wrong.
We're up to 9 people right now.
Yeah, I was
So-
gonna say.
wow.
I'll take it.
Salem, one question before we go off onto our next award. But who do you have in this week's Jewball playoffs?
So based on your previews, it sounds like the
Don't listen to them. They didn't do a good job with Vets for.
Wow.
What's
E,
the-
tell us
what's
how
my-
you really feel.
I
what's
really
the
feel
mighty
them.
team, the open solo
Mighty's on the
line?
Reapers. Mighty's a Reaper.
Okay. So I think the Reapers win it.
Screw you,
And-
Salem.
Sorry, and what are the other two teams again?
Well, that's fair. And then it's the Ducks, which is Ernie's team, versus the Gorillas, which is
Rook's
Rook,
team.
also known as Prey. But yeah, Rook's team.
Yeah, so I would go with Gorillas.
Yeah.
All right.
But I think that would be a tight game though.
Salem, by the way, good to see you. I believe TBI season 1, we also had you on, and season 2.
You're looking at me. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
but I
pretty
wasn't
sure-
here for all of season 1. but-
Pretty sure season 1 we had you on. I think you were even drunk for that episode.
Yeah, there was one that I was drunk. It was like there was a
Was it at his
game
house?
on. I was by a friend's house. I was pretty
No. Oh, no. Now you had people over at your
Yeah,
house,
yeah,
no?
Yeah.
Like a Monday night football or something?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
We even did a show at his house.
That is, well, we did. Yes, that's true.
Yes.
In the backyard, we did it.
Well, we got to do one at the new house.
In his sex house, I mean his pool house.
All right, Salem. We're
But
gonna.
let's keep him on for one more. Let him react to
Oh, yeah, okay. Davo, why don't you do the next award?
So this is also a new award, I think. I don't know. I've never seen it before, but I voted. This is the Island Award. The Island Award goes to the most outstanding
Corner.
cornerback. So not someone that plays, both positions, someone who mainly plays cornerback. That one goes to none other than the Wizard.
Yeah.
Congratulations to the Wizard.
Really great
He had the most interceptions among only cornerbacks with 10.
Wow. Big E, any shock there?
I mean, he played great. It helps to have the best lineman Jewball on his league team.
Well, I agree too. When I
Yeah,
looked
that's what
over
you're
at
doing
the-
after Vets Works this week, Davo. Why am I?
I looked
Salem,
at-
yeah. What were you
I'm still
Salem?
doing
What
it.
were you
I'm gonna go home
saying?
later and correct
That's
you.
what I thought too. When I was looking at the voting, I said it's got to be him.
Yeah,
I
I would agree. And I think some of the things that quite literally don't show up on the stat line is he has big interceptions in those bowl games and in the Vets Rooks that, like I said, don't show up. But I can't think of a game that I played with him that he didn't have a pick in like a bowl game or a Vets Rooks. He constantly comes up with those big plays.
But also besides,
He's also pretty quiet about it. So
I know that's the worst part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a great flag grabber. He's just a fantastic all-around player. Unfortunately, he was the captain this year, but Steve-O, congrats to you on the Island Award.
Steve-O and Steve-O Island. Let's do one more and then we'll say goodbye to
Salem, hang on there.
Salem.
Logan,
let's do
what-
one more.
Logan, why don't you take on the next award?
Yeah, the Come On My Back Player of the Year this year goes to none other then our prediction, I think, I know it was mine. I can't remember what you guys did
as well.
but goes to Gronk. Gronk
Oh,
obviously
fantastic.
sustained gruesome might be the wrong word, but a
Devastating injury.
devastating injury last year. Gronk, we'd love to see you back on the field. We'd love to see you more active in the chat. I still hold by the fact that there is no greater troll than Gronk. Gronk trolling the chat is quite elite.
Never has and never will be a troll like Gronk.
Yeah, but Gronk, comeback player of the year. We're glad to see you healthy. We're glad to see you playing in the playoffs, even though I have you losing in the first round, and so does Salem. But again, comeback player of the year for me is Gronk, and Jewball agrees.
Salem, any thoughts there on Gronk? Any shock?
Yeah, I mean, I almost forgot about the injury. I didn't realize I didn't realize he was back. So I'm happy that he's the comeback player of the year. That must mean he's doing well. Good for him.
Biggie, any thoughts on
The
that?
best part about this is that Gronk will never see this, and so
Gronk watches.
he doesn't. He has somebody watch for him. I'm convinced of it.
Someone to watch for him.
Yeah.
That would imply that he cares so much he needs the notes. He doesn't care.
No.
By the way, it's Beg. Beg watches.
Look, I think
Gronk tags Veg in the chat just to remind him.
my favorite part all season has been in the huddle with Gronk and just him saying, "Just get open,
Whatever, yeah, do whatever.
get open."
Works.
And it works and it's fun and I have had so much fun playing with him this season and I'm so glad he came back and I think it's well deserved.
All right, we're gonna move on to our next award. Salem, thank you so much for being with us.
Guys,
Have a wonderful month. We're looking forward to seeing you next year because next year you will not be the We Miss You award. Maybe you'll be the comeback player of the year.
thank you. I look forward to seeing you guys at the roast before then.
Amazing.
I love that.
Peace out, bro.
Coming soon.
Take it easy, guys.
All right, let's shift into our next award, which is a TBI award, the Ball of Fame, and that is the host that with the most, right? The host that brings the most, the host that does the
with the
most,
mostest.
the host that really makes Jewball exciting, and at least this season exciting. And it's actually not one of the three hosts sitting in front of you. It's actually the host right in the middle here.
Oh,
Big
come on.
E, you are the Ball of Fame this season.
Oh,
You are
come
the
on.
host of the side dish was the most popular aspect of the show this year.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for everything you
Thank you.
contribute.
All 4 episodes this year. It's been great. No, listen,
By the way, 50%.
it is.
That means your games are up this year.
They really are. Listen, I worked very hard to make sure that I made my 10 games this year and I had some content to give because 2 of the 3 guys sitting on the couch here didn't play that much this year. One of them is semi-retired.
Logan's
right there.
Wait, is retired another word for hard?
Oh.
Isn't that your secret?
Wow. What's in that beer?
You're only semi, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But no.
And look, it's a well-deserved award. Davo won it last year. Big E won it this year. This is
most deserving.
most deserving.
Yeah, Big E.
A contributor, a constant contributor, despite our best efforts. And the added. And by the way, you guys at home only get to see the last cut, but this is it's a work in progress. But everything that he sends gets edited, gets feedback. It's a lot. It's a time investment that he puts in, and I'm glad that the rest of the chat acknowledges and understands what that means, and couldn't be happy for you, man.
My favorite message of any week is PJ saying to me, "Okay, we need a side dish in 4 hours," and I'm like, "I can't just do. It just doesn't come to me like that." And then sending it to him, and he rejecting them, not once, not twice, but 3 times this year. I had to redo it and start from the beginning. So PJ's, thanks for the support.
Well, Biggie, I'll tell you this: you won the award before Prey did. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
That's a very good point. By the way,
Listen, Prey is no longer a captain, but he's really evil.
That's fair.
And
Okay.
fat.
all right, we're gonna move into our next.
My favorite kind of.
We're gonna move. We're gonna move it out to our next award. Davo, you're gonna announce the next award for the Chat Whiz.
Right now.
Yeah, you have to. And
All right. Obviously, guys, we remember we renamed this award a couple years ago in honor of the Chat Wizard. in honor of the Wizard because it just wasn't fair for everybody else if he won it every year. So we named the award for him because he deserved it, and this way we were able to take him out of the running. We had a lot of good content this year, a lot of good people that were part
Well,
of it.
can I just cut you off there? I think we actually didn't have a lot of great good content. I just
No,
think
you
that
have to read the chat to
no,
understand.
no, no. I think there were a few people who stood out despite the lack of chat sometimes.
All right. Let me explain and let me just get to this. If that didn't give it away, the chat wizard goes to Spira. He's always there. He's always eating Chinese food.
He's definitely always there.
Whether his comments were for positive or negative, or they were just there, he made the comments, and the people voted. Spira, congrats! You are the chat wizard.
Which is interesting because I guess the Gen Z and millennials actually appreciate Spear's old man jokes.
Or he figured out how to vote 12 times.
Biggie, any shock there that Chat Wiz goes to Spira?
I mean, I don't have to explain it for you. So
That's nice. Nicely
let
done.
Spira do
Look,
it for you.
at the end of the day, I don't necessarily think it even matters whether, because everyone's got a different sense of humor. Everyone likes different things. He is a constant in the chat, adding content. Whether you like it or not, that doesn't matter. And apparently the chat does like it because he got voted in.
Sure.
But he is a constant in the chat, and for that, we are ever grateful. So congrats, man. Well deserved and thrilled for you.
I just like the fact that we are the oldest line whenever we line up together.
Yeah, Kuti, that was my biggest fear. I totally agree with you that this is going to encourage him to do it more. Spirit, this is not saying we need more content.
No.
This is just saying
we've had enough content for you to win the award. But maybe
But either way,
maybe tone it down a little
It's
bit
like
so you don't
when
get
you get
kicked
honored
out.
by a shul, you just kind of disappear afterwards. So good job.
Logan, I think it's appropriate for you to announce the next award.
All right. Well, the next award we have is the Jewball Man of the Year award.
Can we rename this award?
I think it's a fabulous idea, and actually, this is the perfect time to do it.
Yeah.
This year's Jewball Man of the Year,
AKA
the new name that we will name this award is going to be the Jordan.
Yes.
And Jordan?
No, this is the Jordan.
The Jordan.
This is like a serious piece. Jordan does so much for Jewball. You can't even measure it. But, if we were just going to highlight things he did this year, Sick Play started last year. Sick Play 2 is now going on this year.
Yeah.
It is something that touches outside of the Jewball family. It is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the things that Jordan does for Jewball. And quite honestly, he is the pristine example of what a man of the year or the Jordan should be. So this year's award winner, and in memory or memorandum of everything he's done for Jewball, we've now renamed memorandum. He's leaving. He's dead to me.
Can I
Still have the independence.
can I throw 2 cents in here? I don't think you guys understand the passion that Jordan has for Jewball. And just take Rook 7B as an example, where no, it's Rook it's Rook 7B. That's what it is. It's to me, that is the epitome of what Jordan is, a man who just wants to give to his Jewball brothers. And he says it all the time. He goes, listen, if you're gonna do an event, you gotta make it great for Jewball. But at the end of the day, just Jewballers getting together is all that really matters. But Rook 7B to me is going to stand out as a night that, let's be honest, Jordan wanted to make special for Rook. He wanted to make special for Rook's wife. He wanted to make special, but more importantly, he wanted to make special for Jewball. And to me, that is why this award is now the Jordan, because it's somebody who really understands how important Jewball is and is willing to make it happen. And that's it. There's a lot of people who talk the talk, and there are people who walk the walk, and Jordan does both. So
Agreed.
Really, 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 really appreciate Jordan and everything he does. He is the Jewball Man of the Year. He is the Jordan.
The Jordan. And maybe before we get to the next award, we've got a guest that we might be able to jump in.
Let's get this.
By the way, guys, it's not Jordan. He already has a sheer thing or something like that. But anyway, let's get our next guest in and see if they can unmute themselves and open up their video.
I really just give some perspective here. I'd love to hear their perspective on.
Now they may not have just
Oh,
heard it.
wow. This is a scary face right here.
I just
Yes.
peed fan.
I can't be too loud.
I definitely did something else in my pants.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
exactly.
you can't be too loud. Who did you just kill in the other room?
Well,
They can't hear you.
exactly. Well, they're not dead yet. That's why I can't be loud. That's what I'm trying to.
That's the other way around.
I did have a ski mask, but on for this whole time, but then it got really hot, and I'm like, all right, the joke is just I don't have time for this joke anymore. I gave up. For Jordan to rename it is a beautiful thing. I think you guys are dead on, right on with that. Loved you guys tonight. Is this really just a reaction video? Is that what I'm doing right now?
Well, it's that, and we're gonna go through a couple more awards, and we wanted to
No,
stay on
great.
for them
Oh, that's
if
so
you have
sweet
the
of you
time.
guys. Yeah, no, I love you guys, love the show, and love Jordan, love that we're renaming it. It is gonna be weird when he comes back next year.
It's
I
fun.
think-
We'll
but it's
then
cool,
rename the
you're right.
award the Prey. It's fun.
We'll do it will be the commissioner award, right? Yeah, that's nice.
All right, we're going to jump into our next award here, and that is the Rookie of the Year award.
No. But yeah, sure, go for it.
It is the Rookie of the Year award.
Do you guys want to edit this or?
That's what we agreed to. I'm not sure why you interrupted me. The Rookie of the Year award. This is going to the player who
Like children.
had
It's
extreme.
really like children.
No, it's not. It's honestly to the award to the player who had
There are
most
no
impact.
adults sitting on this.
Most impact on their first season in Jewball, and not just impact on the field, but even impact on the chat. A player who, really honestly stood out to all the young players, all the rookies. Davo, how many rookies were there to start the season?
I have no clue.
There weren't supposed to be any.
That's also true. You're not wrong.
There weren't supposed to be any rookies.
That is
You're
the
so
most.
right.
No, 4. We're supposed to have 4. I think.
4. We ended up with like
14,000.
Anyways,
Hold on.
2.
There were like thousands added to the chat, but there were only like 4
There's-
played.
of those thousands added to the chat, half of them were Kenyans.
Right.
It's true.
And
Oh.
this year-
Well, no, guys,
We
we
lost
added
the-
we added rookies for next year also.
That's true. But the Rookie of the Year for this season does go to Charmin Logic.
Captain Toilet Paper.
Yep. It goes to this man right here because he just brings it every game. He's on
What he brings, I'm not sure.
He's
but-
on the number 1 seeded Reapers. He's a player who I think gets Jewball, gets what we're doing here. Plays most games, really just has a big impact when he plays. And he's most deserving of this award. He was voted almost unanimously by his peers. So that says a lot.
Yeah, 16 games, 6 touchdowns, 3 sacks, 4 interceptions. He touches everywhere, and he collects stats on every side of the ball. So
Big E, thoughts there on Charmin?
I look, the guy just showed up. Like he came, he played well.
He played, he conquered.
And if it wasn't for him, I would have never had a pick 6 this year. So
That's
a good
I
point.
mean,
worth it. Worth
it
it.
That is
was
a good point.
100% worth it for him to join this year.
We're trying stopping it.
And fucking Bert, man.
No, but Burke didn't do it. That's it.
Yeah, it's not awesome.
Dave was shocked there for Logic.
Shocked. He was number 1 in games. For rookies.
I guess we found out who the almost unanimous was. Who was the one person that didn't vote?
Dave
no,
did not vote.
Charmin-
Yeah.
no,
Who
listen,
could it have been?
amongst rookies,
I
Charmin.
think it was the only one who did vote him last year.
Listen, guys. Okay, amongst rookies, Captain Toilet Paper was just about number 2 in everything.
Wow.
Number 2 in sacks, number 2 in touchdowns, number 2 in interceptions. I mean, I think that Charmin's name has been solidified because of that. And congratulations to Charmin on the Rookie of the Year.
Legs, you tell us because you're a lineman, as Logic is a lineman. What's your thought of the Rook?
He's a real threat. He's very strong, talented player. Has to get flag grabbing down, but once he does that, it's like Solo first year. Like Solo was in every time, but couldn't grab a flag. But now he's a total threat, terrifying. I think that Logic, Charmin, but my vote really does go for Captain Toilet Paper. That is CTP is actually
It's a good
it's actually hilarious.
it's a
But
good
yeah,
comp
I think
because he has
he's
the ability to grow.
yeah, he'll be great if he keeps playing the way he's playing. He'll be incredible. He's a great athlete.
All right. Well, we're gonna move on to our next award, Davo. This is the Most Improved Player Award. Let's announce it.
Uh, this year, the most improved player, I don't think it's a big shocker to anyone. It was a very close race, though. And this most improved player goes to stats. Um, Stats,
That was my
I
pick.
think the biggest improvement, you can look at the 22 touchdowns, but I think it's just about in line with his touchdown to game ratio. But the biggest difference is that he played in 7 games. His
Guys, I
first
love you.
season,
I hear screaming. I'm sorry. I love you all. I gotta run. Bye.
and someone else is about to get murdered. He played 7 games his first season, 7 games his second season, and this season he played 26. That is a
Wow.
tremendous jump. It's almost
Wow.
double his total career games. Stats, we love seeing you on the field. Sunday, you could have stayed home. No one would have really cared.
Yeah.
It's your fault.
It's not my fault. I didn't say they can't score you with Tom Brady. Stats, congratulations on the Most Improved Player Award. And just remember, you have to keep it up, though.
I love that.
Big E.
Look, I think the best part about this for me is that Stats is a Ben on Dom. He's a really good guy. He really is interested in how he can help other people, how he can what's going on with you. He checks in on people. Like, I think that for me epitomizes what Jewball is all about and this community is all about. But he played very well this year. He, you look at what he's done in the just the games that I played with him, and he really has done very well in uh, um, defense. They're not throwing up to his side, and when he is on the ball, he is doing things to get flags that a lot of other guys aren't. He's giving up his body, and so I think this is a great award for him.
Logan, we talk about this all the time, right? Giving players an opportunity to play and make big plays. Stats was a guy before the season who wasn't given those opportunities. What do you think changed this year that he got those opportunities?
He showed up. I mean, like, I think we've talked about this before, but I think, sometimes the greatest ability is availability.
Sure.
And just being on the field. Like, he's one of those players. He's fast. He's got good hands. He plays good defense. Like, quarterbacks are going to find him. And, I think his numbers this year have grown, to Davo's point. Like, 26 games, he started to build a rapport with a lot of the quarterbacks on the field, and they started to see, okay, this guy's not just reliable, but he gets open. We're going to start targeting him more. And by the way, it's a great lesson to just anyone who's like thinking about, oh, I don't get targets, or I get one pass a game, I'm not going to show up. It's like, just keep showing up. Like, the quarterbacks will find you, and Stats is a great. Again, Stats did a ton to earn this on his own. I'm not saying this is because the quarterback started to look at him, but it's a great lesson. Show up for 26 games. I guarantee you'll start scoring touchdowns.
Yeah, amazing. All right, we're going to shift now into our second to last award. Logan, why don't you announce our Offensive Player of the Year award?
The Offensive Player of the Year award. I think in many years it's gone to a quarterback. I think this year, similar to we predicted last season, it goes to me, the runaway offensive player whose numbers.
I was about to say.
Say it again.
What? It's not you. It's not you, Logan.
Yeah.
Why would it be me?
Why did you write Logan right there for the award? Seriously. I called Garon the narcissist. Why are you the narcissist now?
I have no idea what you guys are talking about, but I will pull my penis out of you.
Not a kid show this episode.
This one goes to the person who I think it was the runaway candidate this year. None other than Ice. 19 games, 29 touchdowns for an average of 1.53 touchdowns a game, and he threw a touchdown. He was quite honestly an unstoppable force this season on offense. No one could figure out what to do to stop him. So, Ice, congratulations, Offensive Player of the Year. Well deserved, and let's see what happens next season.
There's no shock here. I think Dava, we all three balls in on that award when we were predicting it. Ice is honestly on another level on offense and defense. He's just another level. But you listen, when your peers believe you're the best offensive player in Jewball, that says a lot. Dave, obviously your family, but your perspective here on Ice.
I mean, does anything need to be said? I think it
Nope.
was pretty clear. Fantastic. I love you, guy. Keep doing what you're doing.
Okay.
Right. No,
Interesting stat about Ice. He bled the most of any player in Jewball on the field this year. Nobody makes him bleed his own blood. Yeah, he had a crazy lip injury, right? He had the nose injury, and he just
Were you trying to kiss him? Is that what happened?
no,
Okay.
he got whacked in the face and
Okay.
cut his lip.
Ooh.
A lot of blood.
Some would say
There's
he's
a-
the most violent.
He's very violent. Look, there's some guys who you just don't want to go up against on the line. He's one of them.
Quite honestly, there isn't a guy in Jewball I don't want to go up against, but
He's one of them. He hits like a freight train, and so I get why he scored so many touchdowns, because he just bowled through a lot of people this year, and is very well deserved.
We're gonna get to our last award now, and that goes the Defensive Player of the Year. Again, we're not announcing MVP. MVP is chosen by Jordan, but the Defensive Player of the Year. The reason why we chose this award last is because it's somebody who we believe is the most deserving of this award, voted by their peers. But more importantly, this is a player who makes the most impact on defense, or was the most impactful on defense this past year. Unfortunately, he was with us moments ago and had to leave for, I'm assuming some type of defensive issue. But the reality is,
his victims were fighting back.
basically, Legs is the Defensive Player of the Year. I think I predicted that in our prediction show, and it just makes sense that the peers voted that way. Legs numbers, I think he had the sacks to game ratio was the highest of his peers in terms of defensive line, and line play was really important this year. And Legs honestly continues to be the top tier lineman on defense, and the top tier tight end. Just does so much for his team, and he is the Defensive Player of the Year. Logan, thoughts on that?
Before we get into my thoughts, I think
Did we get him back?
oh, we got him back.
Oh, we got him back. Oh boy. Legs. Leggy. Bradley. Congratulations.
I'm trying to listen. I'm on an important call right now.
Depoy.
I'm out of business.
You're the depoy. Come on, you're the
Important-
depoy.
I'm like an important person. Can you guys? Oh my god! And don't make me. Sorry, guys.
It's
I
okay.
apologize. Wow. Honestly, I
Congratulations.
thought you guys had me on before because I wasn't winning this award, and it broke me so much that I just was like, I'm gonna go to my crying children. That's what but I regret it now. I regret going to my crying children. This means so much to me. I love you guys. I love Jewball, all of you who voted for me. There's so much talent this year that it really means so much to me that you guys that whatever the field appreciated my play. I really do try to leave it all on the field, and I don't take this for granted. I open solo DK, and then people who get interceptions that aren't as good as sacks. All of those people are really great in my eyes, and I really appreciate it.
Well, Brad, congratulations. You are most deserving, and we're happy you came on to hear your award.
No, I appreciate it. And David, do you have something negative to say?
No, Bradley.
He did not predict you to win this award. So
It's
Bradley,
true.
It was a very, very, very close vote. I don't know if I'm really allowed to say this, but
You're
the
not.
top 3 vote getters were all linemen, because sacks are better, as you said. Bradley, it's something you've been fighting for a long time, and I think I'm very happy that you are finally getting the recognition that you deserve. Congratulations.
I appreciate it. I got to say, though, I was so angry from the last TBI where David was just like the Vets Rooks TBI where he was just trashing me, that I was like ready to go against the Ducks. And this kind of took a little bit of gas out. I'm going to have to pretend like I didn't get this award.
No, you didn't win it, actually.
Angry.
We gave it
to
Put.
Gotta get, yeah, thank you. Give it a DK. That'll really get me going.
DK got it.
I actually do got to go help my wife because he might have overheard this conversation and realized it's not a work call. So I'm gonna
Tell her
run.
you're an award winner.
Yeah, she'll really care. She's gonna be right proud of me.
Put her on.
I just wanted an award for Jewball.
Put her on.
Stupid Sunday thing that's ruined all of my Sundays. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Good, man.
Congratulations again. Guys, I mean, that's I agree, man. Right, like he is the Jewball Defensive Player of the Year. Congrats to him. Congrats to all the winners.
Yeah.
There are other awards. We didn't announce all the awards. I believe Yaron and Steve-O will drop all the results tomorrow. So you can see that tomorrow. We're sorry for the awards we did not announce, but obviously we've been on the show for about an hour already. Let's shift now, Davo. What should they do this week?
Well, we don't have signups, but again, there is a sign up.
Exactly.
For Purim, it's not that you have to come. It's not that you can't come if you don't sign up. Obviously, everyone's all invited. Women, children, families, murder victims, they're all welcome.
Davo, can you just tell us a little bit what is the experience going to be on Purim?
So again, like I said last week, we have an amazing Balcore, one of the top people that I know. Fantastic. He's gonna come. I think Laney.
He's not the top guy. He's one of the top.
One
guys?
of the top
Listen,
guys.
he's a very humble man.
Okay.
He's gonna. I think Laney's called for 9 o'clock. Afterwards, we're gonna have a breakfast. There'll be pancakes and French toast and not eggs because they're too expensive. Hash browns.
Seriously,
bagels.
get them.
Seriously.
Right, Waldo?
We're gonna have fantastic food. We're gonna try to have entertainment for the kids. For the wives, there'll be other women for them to talk to about how much they hate Jewball and how their husbands ruin all their Sundays. We'll have drinks. There'll be wine, and we're probably gonna have
Bourbon.
no.
By the way, if anyone thinks that the wives appreciate you more when you don't play Sundays, just so you know they don't.
We're not gonna have bottomless mimosa, but we'll definitely have mimosas. It'll be a fantastic, fun event. Hopefully Jordan's gonna bring his blow up football guy.
Wait, Leg's wife's gonna be there? Legs, damn it, I'm the worst.
Stop.
Stop.
I can't
terrible.
believe you said that.
Oh,
Oh wow.
this isn't live.
I know, right?
God, that should have
You
been,
know what?
that should have been edited.
That's what you get for making comments before.
Yeah, that's what I always get.
Yeah. But again,
Fuck
guys,
me.
we hope to love to see you. The sign up is really just to know how much food
Biggie, you
to
got your
prepare.
entrance there.
Yeah.
But after that, there's also the most important thing that you guys can do. Obviously, show your support to TVI. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Paper. Guys, not that it helps us or anything, but it makes us feel good in life. This is PJ's mission to get 1,000 subscribers. I'm pretty sure
97.
I'm pretty sure he already created like 43 fake accounts to sign up.
Not one.
We have playoffs. I know like half the teams, at least half the teams can't make it.
It makes sense.
We hope, yeah, it's math. We hope to see you guys there, even if you're not. Blop, I'm looking at you. At least come down, show support, maybe throw some cheers. We need line judges, videos. Guys, it's been the end of the season. It's been a fantastic season. Again, congrats to the Rook. E,
Yo,
what are we?
we're 3 balls
In.
in.
And now we are
No,
3.
4 balls in now.
Oh,
We are 3 plus 1 balls in and 3 plus 1
Big
balls
balls.
out. Have a great week, everybody. Can't wait to see you on Sunday.
Logan,
What?
legs bike up to kill.